First catch of the day. Always gets a kiss.
Tends to be bigger fish too. This is a nice one. This is a pretty nice one here. Oh yeah. It's a good one here.
Oh yeah.
Can we get him? Look at that dude. Look at that dude. Oh yeah. There we go. Grab the scale. Yeah, the wind's been blowing, and my wife's caught one, and I've caught one. Decided to throw a big 3/8 ounce tube on because I needed some weight, and I caught this chunk. All right, he's 2 pounds. Made my day. Doggone, we've been having a hard time with this wind. They're not hitting anything fast at all, and usually in the wind you'd speed it up. I slowed it down with a big old tube, got this nice chunk right here. I think we're gonna throw some tubes. So I remember sharing with you guys, I had to get a new trolling motor put on, and so I still got the same one, the Minn Kota Terrova, but we're in high wind right now, and I want you to notice, with that spot lock, it holds us right in place. Now, we're having a tough time feeling bites out here, but my boat's not going anywhere. I'm sold. I'll never go back. I don't care how much I have to pay. Spot lock is awesome. We finally found an area where we got out of the wind, and I was able to get this one. Not real big, about average size out here. Not bad though. Little chunky guy. Boy, they're cold too. Water out here is about 52 right now. She got her one. Nice fat one. Nice one. He got right off your hook. She had one. Had a nice belly on it.
I think I might cry. Not on camera. Oh man, that was really a good one too. So Dalton went up there to get the trailer, the truck and trailer, and I started to fish, and I got me a nice one right here. He's over here. I got me a fish. The tube. Put you back here.
About the size of the one you lost. me tell you how many bites we're getting on this tube. We are literally getting a ton of bites, but these guys are small. This is a little one here. Big old tube. We're looking for some big bass, and there's some out here. A lot of times a tube will get them, but yeah, we go way out in the lake and we fish. We come over here, I pull the truck back. My wife's over here catching fish. We're tied off on the dock here. My truck's sitting right there. It's not bothering anybody, so we're just gonna try to catch a few more fish right here. What the heck? Get up in here. Get up. Get up in here, buddy. One of my favorite baits to throw on windy days is a tube. You can you maintain bottom contact. That's the key. Now I'm using a 3/8 ounce because I'm using a little heavier line. My wife's using a 1/4 ounce. She's using a little bit lighter line, but hey, it works. Hey everybody, it's Dalton. My wife's holding the camera right now. She's with me today fishing. Mary Louise. We came out here and we dealt with a lot of wind today. If you look at the lake now, of course now it's going to calm down. We were out there, dealt with quite a bit of heavy wind. I kind of figured they would hit a crankbait. Wouldn't hit any crankbait. I threw a couple of them at them. We had nice umbrella rigs tied on, nothing to do with it. This is a major finesse lake. Most of the bass out here are caught on plastics, at least that's my experience. So we were trying to get them with Senkos or Nico rigs, even Ned rigs. The wind was blowing so hard we were getting bites, but we couldn't get them hooked in time. You couldn't feel the bite good enough. So I told my wife, let's go to the tube. This is one of the best baits, and if you've watched any of my other videos, I love this bait. This is a confidence bait for me. This is a simple Strike King coffee tube, and with that heavy wind, I put a 3/8 ounce head in there. It's a Goby head jig. I run it on 10-pound test fluorocarbon line. Now my wife has 8-pound test, so I put a 1/4 ounce in hers. And we were both just getting a lot of bites. What happened was we pulled up to the dock, and I backed the boat in, or the trailer, to get ready to take the boat out. I get out of my truck, and here's my wife standing there with a fish. And she says, hey, they're biting. So we both took our coffee tubes, and right there tied to the boat dock, we got so many bites. We missed a bunch of them because there were small ones. The thing about the coffee tube, I use bigger hooks. I don't really care if I miss the small ones. I'm trying to catch bigger ones. The biggest spotted bass that I've caught out here are 2 5-pounders, and both of them were on this rig. So it's a big bass catcher out here for this particular lake. So we got a ton of bites, had fun. Just the last, I don't know, probably half hour or so, I just left the trailer right there and we were fishing. So it was a lot of fun. I'll show you guys something. I remember talking to you. I got my trolling motor replaced. It's the same as the other one. I just damaged the other one, and it was beyond anything I could repair, so the insurance, I had to pay the deductible, and the insurance replaced it with a new one. This is a Minn Kota Terrova. This is the most awesome trolling motor for my size boat. It's got spot lock, or the electronic anchor. It has a navigating system to where I can point the head of the trolling motor in a particular direction, and it'll just take me there. It'll just navigate me to that direction. And there's other things. You can hook them into fish finders. But I got this done yesterday. Another cool thing that happened yesterday was a guy was selling a fish finder. I've been wanting a fish finder up here. I was going to buy a brand new one. Guy sold me this one. It's 2 years old. He paid like $400 or $500. I gave him $100. We got it all hooked into the trolling motor. The trolling motor has a built-in transducer, so I didn't have to add a transducer. It gives me the sonar up here, so now I've got eyes under the water, which I've wanted for some time. So this thing is just absolutely quiet, works really well. This was so cool today. And so now I got one in the back, one up here. I'm pretty well set. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. We had a lot of fun catching fish today. We didn't catch as many as we're used to. The wind did give us some problems, but hey, if you're fishing on a windy lake, give it a try. Strike King coffee tube, 3.5, 3/8 ounce Goby head jig, 10-pound test line. You're going to be able to maintain bottom contact. and all we did today was just drag it, and it worked. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'll talk to you soon.